because the
Wait.
kid, like we're
Oh
now,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, yeah, we assume that the kid is not,
What did you just click?
uh, huh?
What
No,
did
I
you
don't know.
just?
I was doing this like and all of a sudden these balloons like
Yeah.
showed up.
Hey, fellow watchers, we are watching whatever. I'm Nathan.
Danny,
We're back here watching The Glory, episode 3. So, once again, I have seen the show, and this is all new for Danny. And I'm really excited to see what he thinks about it and, everything that comes up on the episode. So, anything you want to talk about real quick, Danny? Any ideas or any predictions that you might have?
nah, I've been just thinking about like the issue of bullying a lot, but I feel like in terms of the show, I'm just trying to like just kind of let it wash over me. I feel like the first episode, it was really good and kind of getting me engaged. I mean, basically making me so angry. I wanted revenge, you know. And in the second episode, I felt like it was um, I don't know. I didn't enjoy the second episode as much, but I see that they're starting to add some more threads, and so I'll be interested to see how they continue to kind of put everything together.
All right. Everyone, get ready to watch this with us, and hopefully you enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Join us on our Patreon if you'd like to, and get a full length reaction on there. All right. And enjoy the show.
So now that I've seen more of the show, I'm trying to see how the credits kind of um, match
Reflect the show.
what's happening. Yeah, man. And then so the snakes. I don't know if there's gonna be like literal snakes or not. I saw something with eye drops, scalpels. Those are things I'm like kind of expecting now. um, yeah, but I think most of the stuff we've kind of already seen.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Why do the scalpels show up when the doctor's around?
Because
Anyway,
doctors use scalpels.
he's a doctor. Yeah, but I don't know, like some kind of like hint.
So she was looking up the age range for a juvenile act, right?
Right.
Because again, Korea has a thing where up to a certain age, you can't really be convicted of a crime.
So she's planning on doing something,
I mean, we
or she
obviously
did
saw
something. Uh,
we saw
trying to
how beat
shake
up
her
she
dad.
was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that was a wrapper of the knife. I mean, I know I
Just
can say this
just
as an
do
observer.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as an observer, I can easily say just stab him.
Yeah,
But I understand it is your dad.
right. Yeah.
But
And
someone should
not
pull a
everyone's
someone should pull a
psycho.
misery on him.
No, I mean, we can talk about like shanking people and killing people, but that's like it's hard,
Yeah,
even in a situation like this, because
yeah.
아니면 날카로운 무기라도
But they should knock him out and pull a misery. Just tie him to the bed and smash his knees.
right. Thing I don't get is like, I don't know, how do you walk around with all that hair in your face?
상담이 절대 안 됩니다. 저 고딩이거든요.
Like both of them have
그러니까
it.
I know.
I mean, I think like when I was younger, I tried to pull off that like kind of like look too, but now it's like when I look at these guys, they just look so uncomfortable.
Yeah. I did have hair like
한 입만
the
주면 안
the
되나?
shorter doctor on the right,
코끼리는
where it's like kind
안
of parted and hanging.
Uh-huh.
I did have that at one point.
Uh, I mean, I guess I wish I had the option to grow my hair in this way.
Yeah, we're well
uh,
beyond
I
that
can't
now.
do it if I. I mean, these dudes look so much better when they get their hair out of their face. I mean, it makes them look more innocent or something, or.
I think it's just the thing here.
Uh,
그동안 고마웠어요. 과외해줘서 보충 과외가 있어서요.
You know, the one thing that kind of annoys me with Korean dramas, they tend to use a lot of flashbacks.
Yeah, I think it's because one, like, people could be jumping in the middle, so they're trying to fill us in on important kind of things, I guess, details. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like they're underestimating like the memory and intelligence of their audience, you know?
I feel like it's just more for a filler.
That could be it too.
목적지에 도착하셨습니다. 안내를 종료.
But I was saying, I've seen one, I can't remember which one, but it would literally do a flashback from the same episode. And I kept doing it. I was like, what is going on?
밖이 얼마나 추운 줄도 모르고.
I don't know, man. I don't like this dude's acting. I'm kind of like off this guy's team now, man.
What don't you like about it?
I don't know. He just seems a little bit unnatural. Like he knows like the camera's on him. I think there are moments where he's like kind of being more lighthearted, where he does feel natural, but in these like kind of serious scenes, the look on his face looks like he's acting. I don't know. There's just something about it, and this whole episode so far, like I think his acting's been awful.
An actor acting? No way.
No,
No,
I mean,
I know what you mean though.
yeah,
Those moments he does seem a little bit. It's not convincing.
it's like awkward and kind of I don't know. It's weird. Oh, okay. I didn't recognize that was her in
Yeah,
the beginning of the episode.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I couldn't put that together. Oh my god. My, my like watching skills are like I need to like sharpen them up, man.
합법적인 일만 하지는 않을 겁니다.
So she's hiring this lady to do some private eye work.
대신 우리 손에 피는 안 묻을 겁니다.
That's very interesting right there.
Dude, that lady tall, dude.
Mm-hmm. She gave her the car to use, huh?
카메라는 사용할 줄 아세요?
It's so weird seeing that lady act this way because the last drama I saw her in, she was like a really horrible person.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was actually in the drama Goblin with
Oh, okay.
Kim Go-eun. And she was just a really mean person.
그럼 사진 언제 드려요?
She's thinking about actual film. I've done that so many times. She's like taking pictures with the lens like halfway from the door. Oh, I know this song.
Well, there's a micro SD slot in a
Probably a Samsung tablet.
tablet.
Because, you know,
Nice
Apple
commercial,
won't do
man.
that.
Yeah.
So this is Chejun, the rich one.
Okay.
He said his name earlier. And he's revealed that he's colorblind.
하의 소리였습니다. 근데 엄마, 이것도 초록색이지? 아, 빨간색이구나.
Any thoughts?
Is colorblindness hereditary?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wanna voice your thoughts?
So, right. That's one thing you can do to ruin her life is reveal that the kid's not yours, right?
Yeah, probably. If the kid isn't, isn't her husband's, then that can cause some issues.
Right.
그럼 저 선약이 있어서요. 전화 드릴게요.
오케이.
So is he jealous of the husband?
I I mean, it looked like it in the wedding, right? He was upset.
Uh,
I don't know why he's angry at the dumplings. Yeah, I mean, episode 1, right, when she got married,
right.
and
He
you
looked
could,
like
yeah, you can see that look of just anger and
uh,
and jealousy in his eyes. So he obviously has feelings for her. I don't think it hurts that she's looks like she's the only woman in there too.
right.
지금 돌 던지시면 열집 지세요.
She's impressing him. If you just act natural, like no one would ever pay attention.
너 전재준인 줄 알고 쪼갰지.
Yeah, she thought it was Hye-Jun.
존나 건물에 땅에 뭐 아무튼 존나 많아. 말도 있어 제주도에.
So she's having him investigate and do a background check on the guy she's dating.
차 세워, 재준이 차.
Damn. Just digging into his ego.
Right. But basically, she can marry and go into a higher class, but this dude, he's kind of stuck, right? Is that what
Yeah.
she's implying? Right. So
Yeah.
she's investigating like how rich her like the guys she's dating are because that gives her the potential to
marry rich.
move past that curtain, right?
Basically saying he's gonna be stuck as a lapdog forever.
Right.
여기서부터 이미 승부가 났는데 질질 끌었어. 그렇지?
Because she wanted him to see, right? She wasn't gonna let the game end until he was there.
Mm-hmm.
같은 걸 왜 해 대체?
깔끔하잖아 재미로도 미학적으로.
I wonder if that's also a reference to her, like where possibly she can, settle things pretty quickly, but she's letting her revenge drag out.
Right.
It's interesting. A lot of these dramas I see, people, especially like these rich families, they show them wearing shoes inside the house.
Uh-huh.
So I'm wondering, like, is it like a certain part of the house they do that, or?
It's probably if you have like servants who clean your house every day, it doesn't matter if you wear your shoes inside, right?
Yeah, yes. But I would still feel weird.
Yeah. Stalker, man. It's full straight stalker, dude.
꿈이라고?
He's with his friend, so
Mhm.
obviously he didn't actually follow her.
군의관 갔다는 얘기는 들었어요.
제대한 지가 100만 년인데.
Oh, by the way, Korean military service is mandatory for males.
So he got a letter from jail.
Yeah, that's what it said on there.
All right. So him being beat up in the beginning, all that, like, that's gonna. I don't know what's going on with that at all.
아마 내가 따뜻해 보였다면 그건 동훈 후배 덕분이에요.
You melted my heart.
Okay, I figured it out, I think.
What?
His dad's like in jail for some reason, right? And then there's rumors about him, and so he got into a fight, like defending his dad's honor or something like that, right?
Very, very
Maybe this
interesting.
happens often.
Very interesting thought.
See, he's likable like this when he's like kind of lighthearted and stuff.
Yeah.
But when he's playing it serious, it seems awkward. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater.
I think you're just a hater. He's got a full head of hair and good looking.
Right. Oh, good looking.
이사장님, 오늘은 앞에 앉으시죠.
Are you getting it?
Nope.
자기야, 오늘은 앞에 타.
Do you recognize that name?
He's someone he's leaving all his money to or whatever.
Yeah,
They're gay?
they're lovers.
So he's having an affair with his driver?
Well, who? Who do you think is having the affair?
The rich guy? The old man?
Yeah, the old man.
Right.
Yeah, so what this woman discovered is that old man is having an affair with his driver.
Right. And so in like some kind of moment, he changed his will to like leave a bunch of stuff to his gay lover, but then he shredded it and she found it, right?
Hmm.
All
But
right. Okay.
they don't really explain who that old man is yet.
Right, right.
안녕하셨어요, 선생님. 저 동훈이에요.
운동원, 넌 여기 어쩐 일이야? 여기 우리 본가야. 우리 아버지셔.
아, 진짜요? 와, 어쩜 이런 인연이 있죠?
Why don't you hit her now?
her, her acting is great, man.
Yeah, man. That smile there was just like,
Yeah.
oh god, there's so much behind it. Yeah. To be fair, she does have like at least 15 more years of acting experience than that other guy. Man, everybody just goes after him with that.
윤소희 기억나?
뭐?
전학 가더니 자살했다더라. 흉흉한 소문 돌던 윤소희.
So he's another girl they used to bully.
Right.
야, 씨. 오, 나 아니야. 내가 안 죽였어.
So she knows that he'll betray everyone for money. So she's using him.
너 혹시 전재준 애 낳았냐?
네가 낳는 게 빨라.
The subtitle was wrong. What she actually said was, it'd be faster for you to give birth to one.
네가 가진 게 왜 없어?
That dude's butt ass naked.
Yep. Straight cheeks. And that is a pastor's wife.
진짜 옛날 그대로다.
Back where it all started. They all finally meet.
Dang.
She switched up
Her
real
face.
quick.
Yeah.
당신 뭐야? 내 집 쓰레기통을 뒤졌어?
달리 방법이.
Let's see if you were right about him.
근데 요구 조건은 의외로 간단합니다. 제가 원하는 건 세명 초등학교 1학년 2반 담임입니다. 새학기부터 출근 준비 해도 될까요?
So you understood everything, right?
Yeah.
So he's not related to any of them.
Right.
She's just
It's
using
just
him.
to get the job.
Yeah.
Oh. Did she really have to go through all that to get this job though?
Well, if there's no open space.
Right. I guess it like.
Yeah. Or she could be getting a different classroom.
That acting's. That girl's a good foil to Song Hye-Gyo, dude.
Mm-hmm. You can see the look of murder in her eyes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I enjoyed that one more.
Yeah, I figured you would, right? It's slowly starting to explain a bit more.
Yeah.
You know, the plot has actually developed.
So one thing, I feel like some of the kind of elements feel a little bit unnecessary, like going through all that trouble to kind of blackmail the guy to get a job. I get it. It shows that she's very thorough and she's very like like precise about how she's going about her plan. But I feel like she's kind of um kind of messing with people who aren't really involved at all, you know? Like if going after someone's like a kid is kind of seems like off limits or whatever. I mean, these like that dude, he's literally done nothing wrong besides I don't know, what is he being punished for? Like, for being gay or something? That's like it's kind of messed up.
But
Um,
but if you
but
look at
you
it,
know,
if you
uh,
look at it though, she's not really punishing him, right? She's just like, look, just give me this job and that's it. We're done. Nothing happens, right?
yeah, I can see
So
that.
so
Uh-huh.
in a way, and it kind of, I think for me, it shows, like you said, her determination to she'll use whoever she has to get to her main objective.
Right. Yeah, I can see why that's there. She's also using like she has like that one lady, right? The cleaning lady.
Hmm.
She's basically I get it. Like she's really kind of um like
Well, actually,
exacting out a plan.
the cleaning lady is the one who initiated it.
Oh, that's who
Remember?
asked to work with her or whatever, right?
Well, she said,
Yeah,
"I want you to kill my husband."
right, right.
Right? She's like, I whatever you're
Yeah,
doing, I'll keep it quiet, but I want you to kill my husband."
right. But so that dude, the old man who she was like kind of keeping tabs on and stuff, yeah, like I was totally wrong. I thought he was gonna be like related to one of the main
Hmm.
five characters. Yeah, and I think so in that way it's kind of a little bit of a it was kind of a little bit of a letdown because I felt like she was kind of like building to get one of those other people,
Hmm.
but I see like that the reason why they put that in there is to kind of show that she's kind of willing to do anything. And yeah, so it makes sense like for why they have it in there, but I don't know, I thought it was gonna be something bigger, but that's
Yeah.
cool. I mean, like all these shows, like there's got to be like those red herrings, like right
Yeah.
where they make you think a certain thing and then go in another direction and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool. So now we're in a position where we have to kind of reconsider like all her plans because one that seems so obvious, like go after some rich dude and get revenge on one of the rich people, it wasn't that. So it's got to be we got to keep thinking about, oh well, then what's going on in these other like plots or whatever, right?
Yeah.
um right. And so one of the new kind of mysteries here is about like a girl that they used to bully who was murdered, and so um, right now it seems like it's got to be one of the other four because that the tattoo guy says it wasn't him,
Yeah.
and so yeah, and then I feel like that's going to be some kind of red herring too or something. I don't know. Oh, another thing that I kind of thought was like a contrivance was the fact that she bumps into that guy on the train. I mean, I get it, it's like
That's you have to. That's standard Korean drama.
right,
You know,
right. Like, yeah. I mean,
it
it's like
is
fate or
basically a
whatever,
law.
right? Right. It's right.
Yeah. No,
Right.
I mean,
If you're if you're gonna be together or whatever, you're gonna like fate is gonna put you in similar situations like constantly or something like that,
yeah.
right?
As many times as you see that stuff on TV, especially in these Korean dramas, you would
Mhm.
think, and I would think I'd know at least one person that happened to.
Right.
You know, it's just,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, like
but they love using that.
yeah, I think it's like kind of maybe based on that idea that I talked about last time. Um and I looked it up and I forgot the word again. Oh, it's like inyan or something. And it's kind of like that idea, I think I explained it last time where if even if you kind of like brush up against someone like on accident in like the market or whatever, it means that you've known each other in a past life,
Mm.
right? And so it's kind of like um, yeah, it's about like I don't know, fate or destiny or something. And if you get married to somebody, it means you've known each other in like 8,000 past lives. And in that movie, it's not just like as people, but it could be like in one life you were a branch and the other person was like a bird and they landed on you temporarily and then they flew off or something. And so all those little kind of interactions, eventually, if you have 8,000 of those, kind of interactions in your past lives, then you will end up getting married in the future. It's like that idea.
Wow. 8,000 interactions and 8,000 lives. But
Uh,
what if all the other 7,999 were very violent? Like you're an ant,
right,
you're an ant and that
right,
person's an anteater. You're a gazelle
right,
and the person's a
right, the
lion or
lion.
tiger.
Yeah, maybe that's what determines like like your relationship. You'll have a good marriage or a bad marriage or something. And but yeah, and so then in that case, then in these shows where people like constantly bump into each other, it's because they're like fated, right? It was just like they
Yeah.
had known each other in 8,000 lives or whatever.
That's usually always the theme of it is that it's fate.
Right,
Right? Fate and
right.
destiny bring them together. And then you'll find the
Um,
common Korean trope is usually so I broke it down one time to very simply a typical Korean drama is rich guy, poor girl, and
mhm.
usually a second rich guy who likes the girl and they're good friends, but she will never like him because she loves the other dude. Right?
Right.
And so
Yeah.
either the sec most of the time the second rich guy and the first rich guy hate each other and they're like enemies,
Uh-huh.
right? But they
Right.
have a common love interest.
Right.
And so,
I'm trying to.
with that, she
Uh,
ends up like changing the second guy to become a nicer person and this and that and whatnot. Eh, but
so
that's
it's like
usually the
Pride and
common trope.
Prejudice, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I
So,
can see that.
we can
Here, what
kind.
are some of the tropes? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying we can
What are?
kind of see it here a little bit. Obviously, his mom's a director of a hospital. The doctor comes from a rich family.
Right.
She obviously came from a very poor family background.
Right.
Um, but so far they haven't really played into any of the being rich and being poor. Especially
Right.
since it shows that she's not technically poor. She was able to buy a car for the other woman to drive around while she has her own car. She's renting two
Right.
apartments and all this stuff. So
Right.
the other part of the trope is that you have the main rich guy who's a lead, and then the poor
Uh-huh.
girl, and then again the second rich guy is either just enemies with the main lead, or he's one of those really bad rich people who uses his money and power to try to get away with evil stuff, right?
Right. Right.
So they're obviously playing to that. You've got three rich people in that group. Two of them are not rich, but they're basically following along, holding on to their coattails, trying to get the crumbs.
Right. Yeah.
So the one other thing I wanted to mention here is uh, when she was in the car talking to the lady,
Mhm.
Dong Eun was, and she says that we won't get blood on our hands.
Uh-huh.
Right. So
Right.
it's interesting because obviously she took up the lady on the offer of killing her husband for
Right.
to and but then also to get revenge on all those people. So when I saw that the first time, I was like, what does she mean by that? Like, how do you not
Right.
get blood on your hands?
Right. So I think, yeah, I mean, there's a couple things. Like one is they're gonna have other people do the dirty work. Maybe they're gonna have everyone turn against each other. All the bad guys turn against each other. Another thing is it could be like figurative, right? We're not gonna. There's no way we're gonna get caught, right? Because we're not gonna have the blood on our hands. And then yeah. So I guess right. I don't know what she meant by that yet. Maybe her revenge doesn't involve killing anyone. I don't know. I'm interested to see like how it
Well, I
plays
mean,
out. Do you think you
not
would like?
maybe
Oh,
not
you've
kill
already
any of
seen
those five, but
uh,
could kill the lady's
the
husband.
husband, right?
So, man,
Does he deserve to die more than the other five,
no,
or even
they
the
deserve to
teacher?
die all the same.
I'm wondering how like the hospital guy is gonna play into the O, because now I'm thinking like usually like subplots will tie back into like the main like story or reflect the main story in some way.
Yeah.
So either he's gonna kind of try to like be the one to tell her like you don't have to do this or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he's gonna say his sad story and say like
He's gonna be
you don't have
the
to do this.
conscience.
Right, like
Okay.
he could be the conscious or like or like
Okay.
the voice of reason type character, or um, it'll be funny if like somehow he's like also a bad guy. That's right now. I want that to be true so bad. I don't know why. I feel like he just gives me like mad stalker vibes or something, and so I think it'd be so funny if like the nice doctor guy like becomes like a part of the whole like bad guy plot too. Um, yeah, and then
That would be
that'll be
funny.
really funny. Yeah, that would be funny.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Sorry you can't see my face right now. My computer's freaking out a little bit. But remember to like and subscribe. Follow us on Patreon. Leave us a comment with anything you'd like to say to us or ask, or just to inform us of anything. Maybe if we got something wrong and you wanted to correct it, that's totally fine. And we'll see you next time on episode 4 of The Glory. Bye.
Thank you.